Nicole Simpson's will.
There are many dissimilarities.
There is a strong probability that they were not penned by the same person.
They were written by two different individuals.
Written just weeks before her murder. Now, some are asking whether this is really Nicole's signature.
I think it's enough to have the will put into question and to make the probate judge question the authenticity of it.
It's a special hard copy investigation. Nicole, Mystery of the Will.
Raised eyebrows when we first told you about it a few weeks ago. Now new questions are being raised, and some are asking, is the will real? Diane Diamond investigates.
Terry, this is a story of two legal documents, both said to have been signed by Nicole Brown Simpson. But the trouble is, some experts say the signatures here don't match. Look closely at these two signatures. One is from Nicole Simpson's divorce in 1992. The other is from her will, dated May 8, 1994. We showed the documents to 5 of the top handwriting experts in North America, and the verdict was unanimous. They believed the signatures here were written by two different individuals.
Much to my surprise, there are many dissimilarities.
There is a strong probability that they were not penned by the same person.
There's a strong possibility that they were written by two different individuals.
You remember Nicole's will. Hard copy first told you about it several weeks ago. A curious document because it was a simple do-it-yourself type, and it was prepared only 5 weeks before the murders. But now, new questions are being raised. Questions about Nicole's signature.
This particular signature here is the known signature of Nicole Brown Simpson's. And as you can see, Nicole always starts with a flourish, sort of an incoming initial stroke. In the question, there is no such initial stroke.
I feel that the differences in the handwriting, which are fairly obvious, are too glaring not to pass over.
The brown, the B, is also much more constricted looking in the questioned, whereas in the known there's a kind of a flourish and a fluidity that is not seen in the brown here.
Nicole's will leaves the bulk of her estate to her 2 young children, but she also bequeathed expensive items of jewelry and her Ferrari to other family members. If the signature on the will is not Nicole's, all this could be challenged.
If the will is eventually thrown out, what will probably happen is that the specific gifts will not be made to family members, but all of the property will be liquidated, turned into cash, placed in trust for the children under the supervision of the court.
Probate attorney Martin M. Cohen was hired by the Brown family to file Nicole's will. When Hardcopy told him there might be a discrepancy, he agreed that the signatures seemed different, and he did a little digging on his own.
After you had contacted me, I basically went and obtained various signatures of Nicole on other documents, including documents that have been notarized and filed with county recorders. After doing so, I firmly conclude that the signature on the will is the same as the signatures on the other documents that I had seen.
So we took the new notarized sample, a 1988 home rental agreement signed by Nicole, back to handwriting expert Sheila Lowe.
I can understand why Mr. Cohen would think that this was similar to the questioned signatures. To the untrained eye, it would look that way. But there are many more important characteristics that are dissimilar.
Could there be a reasonable explanation for the signature differences? Well, Attorney Cohen speculated for Hardcopy that perhaps someone else signed the 1992 divorce document on Nicole's behalf. Nicole's divorce attorney would not comment.
Any lawyer submitting a document purportedly signed by somebody, but actually signed by someone else, would indicate that on the document so that the court would know who actually signed it. And none of these documents have any such indication.
So for now, the questions about the will and about Nicole's signatures remain unanswered, leaving yet another strange twist in the Simpson murder mystery.
If called upon to testify in a court of law, I would feel comfortable defending my opinion that there is a strong probability that these documents were written by two different individuals.
Now, chances are that Nicole's will not be challenged in court. Her parents have guardianship of the children now, and they're unlikely to contest it. But the probate judge involved could decide that this is a mystery that needs to be investigated, and that could take months.